Bang, bang, Niner.
Job.
I appreciate you keeping it kid friendly. Thank you. I do put our stuff as not for kids on YouTube, by the way, just in case one of us slips up and says something. But you mentioned that last week it was either going to be fly Eagles fly or bang bang Niner gang. So I had to start.
I knew that's exactly.
I had to start the video that way. I gotta say I'm disappointed with the Seahawks. I know they tried their absolute hardest and they kept it close, but at the end of the day, there's no medal for second place, right?
Nope. It sure isn't. Just ask the Buffalo Bills 4 times. I'll mention that forever.
There's only going to be one team that's happy at the end of the year, and if you want to be that team, you have to first reach the playoffs. And right now, as said by my graphic here, the Seattle Seahawks are 3rd in their division, right below the Los Angeles Rams, who also sit in 6-6, but I believe they hold the win over the Seahawks right now. So I think they play them again, and we'll have to see from there. I mentioned 2 weeks ago that the Seattle Seahawks needed to win like 2 of the next 3 to solidify themselves as a powerhouse, and they lost the last 2, and we're going to have to see what happens here, but I'm not very optimistic for Gino and company.
Not against these guys. These guys are legit. I don't care that they went on a 3-game slide. They did it in the middle of the season, and they could afford it. And they're just way, way too good. Gino is definitely Gino.
I mean, he has not been having the stellar year that he had last year. I see the numbers on your screen right now. 15 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Under a 65 completion percentage, but last week that didn't matter. Last week, they should have won. I mean, they had an opportunity to win that game, and it just didn't end up happening. DK Metcalf had a hell of a game. But I think in this one, I'm finally done picking the Seattle Seahawks in contests where I don't feel confident. Because the last 2 weeks, I got to tell you, I didn't feel confident about doing it, but I thought, when the chips are against you, right? When the chips are against you and you're supposed to be a team that can rise to the occasion, I have to pick you. I have to. It's just how my brain works. But before we get back into this, Mike, I want to discuss something I saw today from an NFL reporter. He said, it's really funny that in 2023, Tyreek Hill is about to have 2,000 yards in a season, and they're going to give the MVP award to Brock Purdy for throwing quick slants and bubble screens to the 3 most dangerous weapons in football.
I saw that graphic, and I can't really disagree with that graphic as much as I want to.
Well, there's no quarterback that's having a impeccable season right now. There really isn't.
Why does it always have to be a freaking quarterback?
Because that's how the NFL's marketed. But that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
if he is truly the best player in the league and he breaks that receiving record, he deserves it. Is he going to get it? Probably not. Probably not at the end of the day. In this matchup, a divisional contest, I think, it can always go either way. I'm going to take the 49'ers, and because of that, the Seahawks are probably going to win, and I'm going to hate myself. But I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers, the home team this week. You mentioned it. They're getting hot at the right time. They already beat Seattle once, and I think they're going to do it again.
Yeah, they've been sweeping the league, and they're definitely going to sweep Seattle.
That's it. That's all you got to say.
That's it. Nothing else to say.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? They've been winning, and not just winning, but winning big, by big points in most of their games. There's no way in hell that
the last 4 contests in particular, 42-19, 31-13, 27-14, and 34-3 against Jacksonville. That was their comeback, and ever since then they've been hot. And next up, they got the Arizona Cardinals. They ain't stopping. Then they have the Ravens. That's going to be a really good matchup. That's a Christmas game. Commanders, sit your ass down. You're gonna get it handed to you. And then the Rams, which could be interesting in terms of playoff seeding. That's the final week of the season. So yeah. I think the 49ers, they don't have it too tough. They really don't.
No, yeah, they should have a little bit tougher of a schedule, I feel. But
they went far in the playoffs last year. I think they did face good competition. They've just beat them. And props to them, props to Shanahan, props to Purdy, everybody in that room. I hate the 49ers.
I can't have the 49ers winning a Super Bowl. I have to hear it for an entire year from this guy.
You'll have to hear it for more than a year. You'll hear it forever if they win a Super Bowl, but we're not quite at the Super Bowl yet. Let's not get there.
I'm getting ahead of myself, but
we want to thank you guys for watching once again. Both of us picked the San Francisco 49ers in this matchup. If you were wondering, if you skipped through, that's fine. Leave a comment. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends, your enemies, your friends' enemies, your enemies' friends. And we'll be seeing you in the next one.